Hello, today I will be reviewing the Rubik's Speed 2x2. This one I bought a 2-pack with a 3x3, which the 3x3 is essentially an updated Swift block. Rubik's version of Swift block, but this one I've seen a couple reviews of it being a non-magnetic GAN 251. Let me get that out of here real quick. In which I somewhat agree. This is my current main cube is the YJMJC 2x2 with magnets. And this one I have been maining for a long time now. As you can see, this is the average 2x2 height. This one is a tad bigger, as you can see kind of from the orange there. So, and yes, you can tell the height difference when you're solving as well. But personally, this one, it is kind of loud and non-magnetic. But if they were to make a magnetic version of this, it would be absolutely flawless. As you can see by the nut on the inside, it is essentially a GAN cube, but Rubik's branded for some reason. But it feels really well. Personally, I went ahead and added a little bit of lube to this to kind of make it kind of quieter, and which I can actually add some more lube to this here. And I am using the Speedcube Shop Comet for this. I will add a link down in the description. But overall, if they just added magnets to this cube, it would be rather amazing. That would really add to the cube a lot. As you can see, it already is kind of starting to get quieter here. We'll also add a description for the cube or add a link to the cube if you wish to purchase it in the description. And overall, this cube does feel really great. I've been thinking about modifying it to add magnets to it, but if they made a magnetic version to rather stabilize the cube, because as you can see in those example solves, it was kind of going all over the place and not, like, if I were to do something like that, for example, it hasn't really aligned like that. As you can see, that guy didn't really align a whole lot, but if they just added magnets to this, it would be amazing. And as you can see with the yellow here, they actually want the darker yellow, which sometimes I do agree the lighter yellow does kind of make it hard to track, but not a whole lot. But out of the box, it does feel really sandy. And as long as you lubricate it, it will feel a lot better. And the feeling on this one just feels way better than all of the 2x2s I've had so far. And I haven't had a whole lot of 2x2s. I think I've had like 2 of them total. One of them being the NEX Cube, which is a sub-brand of GAN, which I have found at my local Walmart as well, and then the YJMGC. But this 2x2 does feel really good. If you have yet to have a magnetic 2x2, if you have yet to feel the magnets for the 2x2, I would kind of recommend this one. Though, when I bought this, it was $20 since it came with the Rubik Speed 3x3 as well. But I think originally it was listed at $17. Correct me if I'm wrong. But there are a lot better cubes that you could get for cheaper. Like, for instance, the YJMGC that I just showed not too long ago. This, at the moment this is being filmed, this is $11.95 on SpeedCube Shop, which is where I got this amazing mat from. This is not an advertisement. Keep that in mind. I have still yet to be sponsored by SpeedCube Shop, in which I hope to be sponsored within the near future. But, I mean, this could be a lot better than the 251 if you're looking at it at a price point of view, because the GAN 251 2x2 Pro is, with the magnets and the core magnets, is $32, in which if you're looking for the Air would be $23. And I am not 100% sure if the Air has magnets, but I know the Pro does. And so this is roughly half the price of the magnetic one. But that being said, there are a lot better cubes out there. Which, for instance, you could also get, which I do not have here, the Moyu Meilong 2x2, which is magnetic and only goes for about, at the time of this being filmed, once again, is $7.95, excluding taxes and shipping. All the prices I will have listed here are excluding the taxes and shipping and whatnot. But there are some other ones that I have seen lots of people use, such as the YJMGC Elite 2x2, which goes for about $20.95. And then here's the GAN 251 2x2 Air with the magnets, is $23.95 at the time of this being filmed. So if you are looking for a speed cube, I highly recommend looking online at either SpeedCube Shop or the Cubicle. But if you are a local cuber and kind of like I am, and don't want to spend as much money online, but would rather go to like a retail store nearby, such as like a Walmart or Target, I would highly recommend this if it is nearby, unless if there are magnetic cubes. But I would recommend this one, and if you don't have that one, you should have the NEX cubes here. I mean, once again, this one is bigger than this one, which the size for this one would be, the size of this would roughly be about 50 by 50 millimeters, and you can definitely tell the size change. In which it does have a 50 to 51 millimeter range, but for other competitors such as GaNCube or MoU. But overall, if they really just added magnets, it would be amazing. I'm not sure if they have magnets currently, if they're selling them online with magnets yet, but once again, I just found this one recently, and this one is non-magnetic, as you can see with the nothing there. But overall, if you are a rural cuber or just don't want to spend money online with shipping fees and whatnot, I would highly recommend this one, unless if there are magnetic cubes in your retail store, then I would try and go for those, unless if those are really bad. But most magnetic speed cubes are fairly decent. And that should be all for this video. I hope to see you in the next one.